tell you about this tent. We set this up yesterday in very strong wind, and it wasn't hard to set up, and it held up very, very well throughout hours and hours of long wind. And so by the end of the day, one of us needed to shower, one of my kids, and so before coming out here, I sewed in a little piece of strap in here to hang the shower on. And rather than moving this, because we had pottied in it, we just put a little bit of dirt in the hole so that we'd reduce odor. And we actually she stood on this. I made sure that the hole wasn't too wide. And she stood on this while she showered, and it was actually really fantastic. And I do have a bath mat that we could put on this just to keep it from being slippery. So yes, I highly recommend this. It worked really well. It's great. We put a solar light inside of it. We put a solar light outside so you can see to go potty at night. Please don't touch it, Ella. Thank you.
Ella.
Anyway, so this is the homemade washing machine. And what's great is this blue container, if we leave it out in the sun all day, the water gets warm enough to shower and it doesn't feel too cold at all. So, sorry, one of my youngest is playing with the camera. So here's what we got. What you need if you want to make one of these, this is great. It works. We used this in a house that we lived in where we didn't have a washing machine or a dryer, and it worked really well. We had a clothesline. So what you want to do is find a plunger that fits onto a pole that can screw in tightly. You don't want to have to try to glue it or screw it in without screws on the outside. That will not work. But drill some big holes into it. Make sure it's super sturdy. This one happens to have two ends so that I can easily remove this in order to place this on there. It just reduces splashing. And so I did pre-fill this bucket already, but this pump is so awesome. It just clips right on the edge of here. And this is waterproof. It's not submergible, but if it gets wet, nothing's gonna happen. And so I pre-filled it, but basically what you have here is there's something in here, a sleeping bag. I put soap in it already, and there's this bucket. It's gonna be kind of heavy right now. This bucket, the outer bucket has holes all over it, and so you put that in there. You fill it with water, right? I'm really impressed with the water pressure of this and how quiet it is. It's really awesome. And the fact that it has 2 speeds, perfect. Then you fasten this, wash your little heart out all you want. Is the camera still on, Gemma?
Yeah.
Thanks. And then we just take this out of here, set it on a couple pieces of wood or bricks or whatever. Take this, sit on it to push the water out. It does a pretty good job.
Do that in slow motion.
It does a pretty good job of getting the water out. And then we will take it over to the next station. So come walk with me. I'll take you over there. Here.
It's a drying place.
And I'll show you what we do with it. Can't really see. Let's get it back.
Hang the dryer.
Then we take this and we hang it.
It's kind of a little blurry. It's a little blurry.
I know. I don't know why it's been blurry lately, but it is. I'm just going to utilize this because it works well. Oh, my clothesline just fell. That's okay. And then you just spin it. Hopefully you guys can hear me. You spin it. We can actually just take this off. Spin it up.
This is mine.
Real good. My bucket just cracked a little bit. That's not good. And then it spins all of the water out for you. And this gets it very, like it's been spun in a washing machine if you do this a few times. It's really handy. And then we just hang it out on the line.
Someone paddling
And
out
that's
with
it.
a baby.
So, I mean, it doesn't really get any easier for that, for needing to wash things while you're
Mom,
camping.
like she has a baby.
Aww, it's a little puppy dog.
Oh, I thought it was a baby.
I don't think her baby would be sitting out on the edge. You can't see, but this lady has a dog on the back of her paddle board. Can't really see it. It's very blurry. Sorry.